Did you know that right now professionals are spending a staggering 28% of their entire workday just managing non-actionable emails? I mean, think about that. That is hours of your life every single week just completely lost to newsletters, CC'd threads, and generic noise that just buries your actual critical action items. It's incredibly frustrating.
So welcome to today's Explainer. We are going to be unpacking Google's massive 2026 Gemini AI update for Gmail. And look, this isn't just some minor interface tweak. We're talking about a fundamental paradigm shift in how we process our daily communication. We're going to dive into exactly how this entirely new AI architecture works, and more importantly, why it matters so much to you.
All right, here is our agenda for the Explainer. We'll quickly cover the email overload problem, then move into the 2026 AI architecture, prompting the new inbox, deciphering the pricing tiers, the marketing fallout, and finally, the automation era verdict. Let's get right into it.
Starting with Section 1, the email overload problem, and why we're all drowning in low-value messages.
It's kind of wild to think about the historical evolution of Gmail, right? Back in 2004, Google completely changed the game just by offering 1 gigabyte of storage. Fast forward to 2013, and we got the tabbed inbox, separating your primary social and promotional emails. Then by 2018, Smart Compose brought that early machine learning right to our fingertips. But jumping to January 2026, wow, we have entered a totally new era. We've moved way beyond simple storage and organization, all the way to a system that literally acts as an active AI gatekeeper.
Which brings us to Section 2, the 2026 AI architecture, and this idea of a new digital gatekeeper.
You can see a really stark contrast here between the traditional inbox and what the future looks like. Gone is that chaotic, chronological list where you're just drowning in read, unread badges and this overwhelming mix of urgent tasks and random newsletters. In its place is the 2026 Gmail AI inbox interface. It is this beautifully clean, curated, 2-column layout powered entirely by Gemini. One column is purely dedicated to suggested to-dos, so highlighting your actual action items, while the other is just a topics to catch up on bin for literally everything else. Honestly, the chronological era, it's effectively over.
Now, the absolute crucial technology making all this possible is something called the semantic filter. Think of it as your own algorithmic AI gatekeeper. It actually intercepts and categorizes incoming mail based on its true meaning and utility before you even see it. So instead of just looking at the sender's address or some basic keywords, the AI actually understands the context of the message. It's essentially a digital shield standing right between you and a flood of generic noise, making the call on what deserves your immediate attention and what can just wait.
Moving on to Section 3, prompting the new inbox, and how we actually work with Gemini. So this new workflow is going to completely replace that old habit of endlessly scrolling and manually searching for things. It boils down to a super simple 3-step process. Step 1, you just type a natural language prompt directly into Gmail. Literally just talk to it. Something like, hey, show me all the emails from accounting last month. Step 2, the Gemini semantic processing core runs that query and deeply analyzes the actual data. And step 3, instead of spitting out a list of 50 emails for you to skim through, the AI just outputs a clean bulleted summary action card. It instantly synthesizes the information. You know exactly what you actually need to do right away.
Okay, Section 4. Deciphering the pricing tiers. Let's talk about what this actually costs.
Let's break down the strict cost-benefit analysis here. There is a free tier currently rolling out, and that gives you access to the basic summary cards. But if you want to unlock the truly powerful features, you basically have 2 main options. For individuals, you've got the Google One AI Premium tier sitting at $19.99 a month, which gives you an advanced personal AI experience. And for businesses, the Workspace Enterprise add-on is going to run you about $20 per user per month. That's what unlocks the full integration across your company's network.
Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. What about corporate data and privacy? Well, there are 2 absolutely crucial guarantees here. First off, Google explicitly confirms that it does not use your private inbox data to train the core Gemini model. Your data stays yours, period. Second, for enterprise users, this tool connects seamlessly across your entire workspace. We're talking Docs, Drive, Meet, the whole shebang. It creates this beautifully unified, secure system where the AI can quietly pull context from, say, a Google Doc to help you draft a relevant email without ever compromising your privacy. Pivoting a bit for Section 5, the marketing fallout, which really spells the end of generic blasts.
This creates a really harsh reality for marketers everywhere. Because of that semantic filter we talked about, generic promotional blasts are now actively routed away from your primary attention zone. They get dumped straight into that catch-up bin, which is, let's be real, essentially a digital graveyard. This is completely decimating traditional open rates. It fundamentally breaks old-school email marketing strategies, and it is going to force a massive industry pivot toward hyper-relevant, high-value communication. If you aren't providing real value, Gemini is simply going to hide you.
Finally, let's look at Section 6, the automation era verdict, focusing on the macro job impacts.
The ripple effects of this extend way beyond just marketing. If we look objectively at the reality of the early 2026 job market, well, recent SEC filings reveal that in Q1 of 2026, 23% of corporate layoffs explicitly cited AI automation. That is a staggering number. And it shows that this isn't just about making your email a little bit faster. Tools exactly like the Gmail AI Onbox are literally allowing one single worker to process the communication volume of 3 people. It's the daily driver tool that is enabling companies to radically shift and downsize their administrative workforce.
So to wrap up our explainer today, I want to leave you with one final, pretty provocative thought. Is the roughly $20 a month ROI worth the investment for your specific workflow? Or can you actually afford to stay stuck in the chronological era? When you sit down and really weigh the hours saved and the potential to process information at literally triple the speed, it's a mathematical question that every single professional is going to need to answer. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this paradigm shift. Take a really good look at your inbox today, guys, because the way you manage it is about to change forever.